sharing the same space, breathing the same oxygen, and occupying the same resources.
And creating more and more greenhouse gases.
Worries about overpopulation are back.
We need to address much more aggressively the population part of the equation.
If we keep ignoring this exponential population rise, nature will reduce human population.
And finally, new rule, the recent report that informed us that in November of this year, the population of the Earth will hit 8 billion.
Hey, Victoria, do you really think we have a population problem?
No, of course not. Why would you think that?
Don't you think eventually our world is going to have too many people within it? Do you think we can actually sustain that?
Yeah, I think that's all just a misconception. In fact, the facts actually point towards the opposite direction.
So, do we really have a population problem? The recurring topic of overpopulation has been perceived by the world for many years. With planet Earth being home to more than 8 billion people, displacement has become an apparent issue at hand. Thus, I believe that our planet Earth does indeed have a population problem, whether it be overpopulation or underpopulation. Setting up healthy societies and dependable environments for our planet is essential and may be more difficult than it seems. The population really is a problem. There's traffic in our everyday life, lack of resources, and overcrowdedness in many of our cities, which are just some of the factors we see in our everyday lives.
This picture from the New York Post may begin to explain why. It shows people sleeping on the floor of an overcrowded Bellevue men's shelter.
According to Yale publications, about 150 million people, or 2% of the world population, are homeless. It can be argued that this is due to an increase of the world's population, which results in a lack of resources and supplies for individuals. Food, water, and energy become more scarce, and this has been seen in the most frequent water shortages across several nations. This issue of overpopulation also ties into another issue, global warming. The pressure of population growth makes it difficult to control the rising sea levels, subsidizing land, and frequent flooding.
However, with growing nations and industrialization, humans have become better educated. By the 20th century, advancements in agriculture had sped up food production. Despite the fact that the total number of people in the world is increasing, the annual rate of the population is essentially decreasing. High population density promotes a higher demand for goods and services. Increased demand means companies must develop new methods to amplify efficiency.
The concern is not the rate. The concern is the issue, and the issue is that population pressure has resulted in the rising of greenhouse gas emissions. As you can see, simple tasks such as walking to your destination become difficult with such an overload of people in one place. It's almost like having to walk through human traffic.
It allows for greater access to transportation, healthcare, and even job opportunities. Why is this important? Because it provides greater social and economic security among communities. So, Hermes, having discussed all this information, do you still believe that we have a population problem?
You know what, Victoria? After having recognized all this information, it has become apparent that we do not have a population problem, and humanity's creative minds will cope with the population as they always have.